Welcome to What About 505. Today we invite you to relive some of the most memorable moments of one of boxing's greatest icons of all time, born in Pensacola, Florida, USA, Roy Jones Jr., known for his incredible speed, unmatched reflexes, and show-stopping performances. Jones has given us countless unforgettable moments in the ring, from his jaw-dropping knockouts to his historic title wins in his illustrious career spanning multiple weight classes, including middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight. Jones represented the United States at the 1988 Seoul Olympic Games in the 156-pound weight class, being the youngest member of the U.S. Olympic boxing team, where he won the silver medal. He began his professional boxing career in 1989 and quickly made a name for himself with his incredible speed, athleticism, and unorthodox fighting style. He won his first world title in 1993, capturing the IBF middleweight title. Over the years, he went on to win numerous world championships in different weight classes, making history by becoming the first former middleweight champion to win a heavyweight title in 106 years when he defeated John Ruiz for the WBA heavyweight title in 2003. The fight between Roy Jones Jr. and Park Si-hun took place during the 1988 Olympic Summer Games in Seoul, South Korea. This match is often remembered as one of the most controversial decisions in Olympic boxing history. Jones dominated the fight with his speed, skill, and power, landing 86 punches compared to Park Si-hun's 32. Despite this, the judges awarded the gold medal to Park Si-hun with a 3-2 decision. The decision was met with widespread disbelief and criticism, as many believed Jones had clearly won the fight. Jones was visibly frustrated and expressed his disbelief after the fight, even considering quitting boxing. The controversy surrounding this match led to changes in the Olympic scoring system to prevent similar incidents in the future. One judge shortly thereafter admitted the decision was a mistake, and all three judges voting against Jones were eventually suspended. Jones made his professional debut on May 6, 1989 at 20 years old versus Ricky Randall. He won the fight by TKO in the second round. He won his first 17 fights by knockout on May 22, 1993 at 24 years old. He made his first attempt at a world title. He beat Bernard Hopkins by unanimous decision in Washington, D.C. to capture the IBF middleweight championship.
On HBO. Hopkins with a right hand over the top here in the first round, and as normally the case. Jones reaching over the top with the right hand. The executioner Hopkins trying to become Philadelphia's first middleweight champion ever, would you believe it, is gaining confidence, but likely to hold the attention of this audience for long. Overhand right by Jones lands in close quarter. And the left hand. Jones starting to get a little closer to Bernard Hopkins, the position from which Muhammad Ali used to throw the jab.
Right hand, left hook, left back, and Hopkins answers with a right hand.
Roy landed the right hand over the top, but you're right, Bernard had an answer in reserve.
Throw a body punch.
I don't think he's thrown a single attempted body punch. Hopkins with two left hooks again drives Jones into the ropes, and you can see prison doing hard time for a chain snatching.
Good combinations by Roy Jones. Right hand, left hook, and there's another left hook, right hand.
Right hand.
I'm sure that Hopkins has never been in the ring with a guy like Roy Jones.
Jones lands the left hand in close as Hopkins chases him to the ropes. Certainly the more powerful blows so far have been landed by Jones, and Gil, he threw a body punch and another couple of body punches.
But you notice, Jim, that Hopkins, again, with his good fundamental.
Couple of left hooks to the body and one up top from Jones. He threw in the last round after 4 rounds without a single such attempt.
Look at that beautiful move that Roy Jones made to escape from the ropes. Just unbelievable, just all natural talent.
Hopkins fighting back in the middle of the ring. Jones doubled up with the right hand.
At the Jones flurry to the body. There's Jones throwing a beautiful double left hook.
Hopkins beginning to duck away from Roy's combinations a little bit. Now he chases.
Good right hand by Hopkins. Caught Jones coming in.
Another good right hand.
Solid right hands by Barnes.
I would have expected this fight to go to a 12-round decision, but it remains mostly a boxing as he turns to that stance. Left hook by Jones. Run away and jab at the same time. Left hook as Hopkins comes in. Left to the body by Jones.
Jones gets some leverage on that left hook to the body.
But line comes to a close.
Just let out a loop, or I guess it's a wall hook you call it. Jones.
And he scores with a combination and then backs away from the ropes effectively. Lands the right hand over the top. That wide winging right hand, you wouldn't teach it, but he makes it work, Gil.
Again, we mentioned he's like lightning.
Left hand by Jones. Hopkins smiles. Usually that means the fighter is hurt a little bit.
Now, how did you like that move, Jimmy?
And eventually Hopkins stepped away. Right cross lands solidly on Hopkins' chin, and Bernard once again doesn't move.
And mentioning referee Steve Slover, I think he's done a great job in this fight. A couple of times these guys tried to fight after the bell, and he was right there.
By an unjust decision, but voted the outstanding boxer in those games, trying to win his first world championship, the vacant IBF middleweight.
But he does such an unorthodox thing. Hopkins.
In September 1994, promoter Bob Arum officially announced the highly anticipated title fight between undefeated fighters James Toney and Roy Jones Jr. Toney came into the fight as the IBF super middleweight champion. The fight took place on November 18, 1994.
This one's scheduled for 12. Devastating body puncher. And we'll see when he starts his assault.
Roy Jones just adjusted that left hook and threw it a little bit.
Bounce that didn't quite make it past the midway point. And he'll perhaps get
Tony knew what happened. But Tony's biding his time right now. He's got to look at James.
Good left hand there from Roy Jones.
That's the amazing thing about Roy Jones. Look, threw a left hook, leaned back, didn't get
in Tony's corner, where you seem to be getting beat to the punch almost every time, like right there.
I'd say it's an accomplishment.
So far, Roy Jones Jr., good left hook. The left hook has been the best shot. Courage to go after his man. He's really tried. They're pretty good.
Really do some extraordinary things in the ring.
In 2023, Jones said in an interview, "The toughest dude that I ever fought was, I'm not going to lie to you, I'll keep it real. James Toney is the toughest dude that I ever fought. People can say what they want to say. James Toney was a beast. He was 44. 0 when I fought him. It wasn't no game. He was jumping on them inside the ring and outside the ring. He was the truth. Trust me." On June 24, 1995, he beat Vinny Pazienza by TKO in the 6th round to retain his IBF super middleweight title.
Round number 1 was scheduled for 12. Right hand lead, catches Pazienza. Jones catching Pazienza. Oh, good left hook right. Halfway gone in round number 1. 12. Good overhand right lane. Lull Jones in. Jones has too much punching power for that to be a good tactic for Vinny. Survived the first round with a little aggression of his own as well. Not a bad first round for Pazienza. Pazienza lands a lunging left. Pazienza left hand down around his knee, almost like a crotch chip fight. Lands a good right. 30 seconds to go in round number 2. Pazienza trying to pin him up against the ropes again. He's got to bull in, sort of fight Jake LaMotta style. Moving too much. Oh, and a good left hook. Lands by Jones at number 3. Left-right combination from after a fairly good second round. Pazienza totally outclassed here. Left-right combination from Jones. Pazienza might be on the verge of his first schedule for 12. I don't see it go. And that right eye of Vinny's starting to puff up pretty good now. Comes in with his head wide open, eats a left-right, nods that he knows he got hit. A punch on Jones so far in this round. Action punching from Roy Jones Jr. as we start round number 5. I gotta tell you, in all the years I'm watching boxing, and Pazzi ends up becoming a real mess. Pulling his way in, trying to use his head. Very impressed with Jones tonight. Start round number 6, he's got to exert more pressure. He knows it's hard, but he's got it in the gold. Pazienza is in the red. 4-pound world champion. Tonight they're at 168. Pazienza finally pulls his... Oh, and he eats a big left hook by Jones. Another left hook right. Pazienza hurt, holding on to the ropes. He's down. From the eye to nose, the other eye. 30 seconds to go. Round number 6. He's going to fall on his face. Eats a big right hand lead. He's down again. Round number 6. Jones says, come on, Vinny, let's call it a day. That's going to be it. I think Tony It's over.
Jones' first career loss came on March 21, 1997, versus Montel Griffin. Losing the WBC light heavyweight title, he was disqualified for hitting Griffin after a knockdown.
Crouching position, and he to get a look at what Griffin's got so far. Griffin slightly off balance as Jones
hit him flush. He catches a guy Griffin with his forte. Anytime he gets in an exchange, could be even, but he finished.
happened on the scorecards.
Roy Jones' left hook is like lightning. He's not committing himself with that jab, but he is jabbing.
From that distance, Roy Jones had his phone. Don't try to reach me. I have an attitude.
Each other. A lot of feinting, not too much punching. Left hook.
Against the Jones right.
Massaging his arms after the first round, as well as it.
Me, if somewhere in the house there's a scorecard that has Montel Griffin winning the first 2 rounds.
Well, there's one right here.
Wins over Muhammad Ali. And Futch said, hey, Ali was great, but he can't stay back at this.
Like to commit to the jab because he is so defensive.
Well, no. There's the first solid jab.
20 seconds left in round 4, and no sign that Jones is going to passing minute. And Griffin rakes Jones to the body again.
Those solid shots to the body and really winning those rounds. Hit him with a counter right. And this stance by right hand, but he's not there to be hit. That
Jones up and under with a left.
Ball scoring knock.
Jones doesn't want to feel Griffin to the ribcage anymore.
Every time he's against the ropes and allows punches, they're scoring points for Griffin. Good left hook by Griffin. Jones nailed him, but Griffin nailed him right back. Out-punched him.
Jones using right now.
And now, got nailed with some pretty solid shots.
Enjoy.
Special talent. But what he's doing now, I don't know.
Griffin backs out. Goes back to work with the left. Jones. Another.
Griffin.
The way he did it, 160. The right hand and the right shoulder, and then throwing the left hook to.
And there's again Griffin.
His white trunks with black trim. And there's another.
He wasn't hurt by the punch, that's for sure.
he wasn't. Watch this. Lean back.
And see, you can see Griffin didn't have now. Clean, short little left hook on the inside.
He leaned any different. Ducks away from the right hand there. There's a left hand.
In the 7th.
Jim, you had to. You had to go and sit down in the neutral corner where they pour water on him. So Montel Griffin got hit with the Roy Jones shoes.
In line with you, lad.
Numbers when compared to his career. He underestimated Montel Griffin in their first.
By Montel Griffin.
Has a right across the top and then immediately cut.
So Montel Griffin nailed him.
Indeed, that's true. Shots, many of them to the body. How much does Roy
Shooting a blank cap pistol.
Jones nailed him pretty good that time.
So much of his damage. Sound like much when a fighter moves up from, say, 168.
It is lightweight. Big right hand by right hand. And Griffin is hurt. No question about it. Griffin is hurt.
Jones looking to finish. Griffin wobbling a little bit. Jones comes in and lands the right hand lead again. And a couple of left hooks. And Griffin's knee goes down. And Jones lands two.
5 months later, Jones got his title back.
Let me tell you, that first left hook hurt Griffin.
And so does
Hurt Griffin.
And so does the second one. And Mercanti calls it a knockdown, saying that only the ropes kept Griffin up.
It's very apparent that Jones is coming out stronger this time for many rounds in the first fight.
So now Griffin, hoping in the back of his mind, sees for him. Montel's a classic counter punch. Jones.
Now.
Griffin shying away. Number one. Huge round for Roy Jones so far.
Feinting game, and Griffin is benefiting by it. Whoa, what a left hook. What a left hook.
Second knockdown of the round.
That was a leaping left hook, and Griffin may not survive it.
He's got trouble. And that's that.
Fight trainer, but it also was the same. Yes, and I'm very excited about being up there when he gets inducted too. I'd like to make a note also that
Hands. Sometimes he'll just jump in. The willowy Richard Hall, for instance. And immediately go.
and if Roy fights his normal style of laid back, it could be. And he misses a punch, his right leg is all up in there. And what's Roy's opposite of Jeff finish?
Jeff is fired up to fight Roy. How about you, Glenn?
To fight a guy like this, you're going to have to just fight a faster tempo.
Clear in yesterday's conversation when every time
Tempo, so to say.
Roy knocked out Virgil Hill with a vicious body shot.
Who is the
Round one and tries to get a look at his opponent, what he's going to do before he weight. Jones knocked Gonzalez down 3 times. In the first,
where he can take that half a scoot back and shoot the hook at the same time.
he feints as well as any fighter in the sport. Right hand. Even though, and again the left hook. Kelly has dropped his right hand every time. Outer left hook lands flush. Here's a look at the looping right hand, one of 3 through 69 punches in the round. That's a very high out.
Is the perfect opponent for him tonight.
And you heard Jeff.
A matter of time before he's going to get caught. Roy Jones, you just have to be to somewhat like stupid and just keep
On a very fast fighter in Shane Mosley last week, he said,
Roy Jones.
close to showing us
Yes, and
uppercut,
gloves.
a leaping left uppercut. You wouldn't keep.
He was going to hold his hands defensively. Roy shot the left up.
Rounds to nothing, 30-26, Roy Jones Jr. Campaign between rounds to get Kelly to fight the ropes and bangs to the body.
He's got to be very. You may see him change up and then start throwing the right hand right between the gloves.
Well, Kelly gave us about 20 seconds of it. Fight in a conventional style, as he did there. Hook right.
Relax Kelly a lot more, and then he could take him out with a much cleaner punch.
Worst in the ring habit, which is to back into corners on his own.
Move left, move right. When he try to step to you, then get your combinations off.
He used his height very well. And then Tommy had that very sneaky right hand down his jab.
Countered home.
Well, it's really just talented fighters.
So if it were to take place at
Background, which made him a little bit treacherous. And he couldn't really get in his zone. But Hopkins has turned out to be a solid fighter. And if the fight taking counter moves, moving back and forth, may be a problem.
Jones with a barrage of right hands.
Exchange. It wasn't that Kelly was really hurt. He's just so clumsy and uncoordinated. The third shot. To me, seemingly the ideal punch.
Howard Hopkins scored a 10th round technical knockout of Carl against Glenn Kelly of Australia. And down goes Kelly.
And Kelly is not hurt.
And then here's the knockdown punch.
Perfect shot.
You go look for that shot now. You got somewhere else to go. Shorten your stuff.
Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim. 6-0, 60 them down. I mean, he had softened them up already because he had hit him so many times.
Won 90 to 95% of the rounds scored by more than any other fighter in the history gets hit. He's the only fighter in CompuBox punch stat history. And Mosley learned that last Saturday night. Again.
On March 1, 2003, Jones became the first former middleweight title holder to win a heavyweight title in 106 years. Jones defeated John Ruiz by unanimous decision for the WBA heavyweight title.
Because he's making the big man wait. You don't wait for a little guy.
Jones.
When you can see Jones have that much time and nothing.
Solid left hook. And Ruiz comes back with his own left hook and lands the first big right hand. And Jones lands a left in return. And they're fighting in the center of the ring. Big right hand by Jones.
That hurt Ruiz behind the referee. When he says break, he steps behind the referee, which is extremely smart.
His advantages are supposed to be those of a heavyweight.
If ever he should be fighting like a heavyweight, it's right now. No time.
Those might be the 3 best jabs I've ever seen Roy Jones.
Sitting there watching and waiting for something good to happen.
And he gets caught with a right hand right on the button. And Jones hits him with the left hook and ducks the right. There's a solid right cross by Jones. Ruiz. Ooh! He stunned him with that. He stunned him with that.
Ruiz walked into a right hand punch as he hits him with a clean right hand.
Turn into a typical Roy Jones fight, but Ruiz still's got the power. You can't play around with him. Ooh, body shots by Roy Jones.
We've twice seen him knock men out with body shots.
It looks like Jones is starting to fight more like the big man than Ruiz.
Jones busting Ruiz with a left hook. And another right cross. Roy mocking Ruiz in there. Ruiz not pressuring him, not making him fight at a pace that might wear him down. Left hook lands for Jones.
He's trying to be quicker than the faster man. You can't do it.
Straight right hand landed for Jones.
Jack O'Neal, he's around here someplace.
Straight right hand lands flush for Jones. Hot shotting.
Scintillating action fight, but there is drama.
Right hand lead by Roy Jones. That hurt.
Starts to do what he wants to do. And Jones punches him away. There was a hard right hand by Ruiz.
2 feet from the ropes, Ruiz.
Hard right hand by Jones.
Blood from Ruiz's nose now dripping on something out of an oil painting.
But Ruiz has been in this boat before.
And not only that, when a fighter does this, it creates a picture in the minds of the judges as well as the fans that one guy is landing the clean punches, the other guy is lunging.
A good shot right to the chest by Ruiz.
Shots just like Larry Baldus, doing all the punching.
Uppercut missed again. Left hook landed. Right hand landed. Jones. Right hand by Jones. Snapped Ruiz. Gives Jones a chance to get back to the center of the ring. Drives Ruiz to get back again with the right hand. Ruiz had some moments in the first minute of this round, but Jones has regained command with the speed of his hands.
The left jab tonight. We've never seen Roy Jones go back to the left jab.
And now back into the corner and onto the ropes. But only 10 seconds.